To start the process of learning Vedic meditation, you have to start the process of taking an in-person course. The in-person course begins with you attending, which this part can be done online, an introductory talk where all of the benefits of the technique are laid out, the methodology, and all of the steps of learning. Having taken the introductory talk, you then need to attend in person a 4 consecutive days set of lessons, on each day about 90 minutes of instruction. In the first 90-minute instruction, you will receive your personalized mantra or sound that will be used by you to practice Vedic meditation. And usually this is done in a group setting. So each person in that group will meet with me individually and learn their individualized mantra or sound. Once each person has learned their mantra, then we start a process of, as a group, going step by step through the mechanics of how to use the mantra, how to practice the technique, how to keep the technique effortless. And we have a group meditation. At the end of that, we have some questions, comments, and my answers. And then I give you a going home program. That whole process takes about 90 minutes. At the very beginning of the lesson, the first lesson of 90 minutes, you will witness a short ceremony of gratitude. It takes about 3 minutes. This is me reciting a long list of names of all of the masters who came before me. This is by way of reminding myself that I am not the innovator of this knowledge. And you'll bring a couple of items along to contribute to that short ceremony of gratitude. A handful of flowers, freshly cut, 2 or 3 sweet fruits, and that's it. So the ceremony of gratitude, followed by learning your mantra, followed by some practice with the group, followed by going home instructions, the first 90 minutes of a 4-day program of learning. You go home and practice in your own environment and see how it goes. And then you return on the second day for another 90-minute session. In that second session, I'll hear your comments and questions from your home practice. We will verify and validate when your practice is correct and fine-tune wherever that's needed. And also, I'll be giving you many useful considerations for correct practice so that when you're doing it at home, the next time, you'll be able to do it more successfully. We'll have a group meditation and then going home instructions, and that will conclude the second 90-minute session on day 2 of your learning. Same on day 3. You've practiced at home, you return. We talk about more advanced elements of the experience, the kinds of experiences that you may expect when the body begins releasing stress, as the mind begins to dive more deeply in meditation. And then we meditate together as a group. Once again, going home instructions, you practice at home. And then on the 4th day of instruction, you return, we meet together, and again, comments, questions, a deeper understanding of how the meditation experience will evolve over the coming weeks, months, and years. And then group meditation, a final set of going home instructions, and that will be the conclusion of your first 4 days of instruction in Vedic meditation. After that, there's an extensive follow-up program. You may return and meet either with me or with one of my colleague teachers, and we also have online formats with me whereby you can refine and fine-tune your practice of Vedic meditation, and where you can ask questions and get proper answers to those types of inquiries about both the application of the technique and what sort of effects it's having in your daily life.